Phonogram is a comic book written by Kieron Gillen and drawn by Jamie McKelvie. It is published by American company Image Comics. Publication history. The first volume, Rue Britannia, began in August 2006 and stars David Cole, a mage who uses the medium of Britpop music to interpret his magic. The second volume, The Singles Club, consists of 7 one-shots looking at young phonomancers and their experiences over one night at a dance club. Each issue consists of a 16-page main story, rounded out with features and backup stories. Gillen originally ruled out a third volume because sales were just too low. Best plan I have is just writing series 3 and then writing into my will that assuming I die young, and Jamie's still around, lob him whatever's in my bank account to draw it. Which is assuming he'd even be "willing to do it then." It's not that we're bitter about it, well, not just because we're bitter about it, but that it's been emotionally exhausting. We've been doing Phonogram for over 4 years, not including the years before the first series came out. Imagine if we could have just done the comic and not had to deal with any of the shit we've had to. Would have been up to issue 44 now. Instead, we have 13 issues. I feel frustrated. Enormously lucky, sure, but frustrated. We've done this wonderful thing we're crazy proud about. But if the whole economic system was just a couple of degrees to the left, everything would have been different. I mean, just to give you an idea about narrow the margins are between what we are and what we could be. If we were selling 6K instead of 4K, we could have done those 44 issues. The difference between breaking even and actually being able to do it in comics is insane. It's like being kept under ice. Clawing. I feel like a bonsai plant. However, in February 2012 at the 2012 Image Expo, a third series of Phonogram was announced, entitled The Immaterial Girl, on the subject of the change of heart. Gillen stated, "And finally, we said we couldn't do any further Phonogram. We're doing more Phonogram. What's changed? Circumstances have changed. Sorry to play enigmatic, but it's just financial stuff and the day when the most important thing about Phonogram aligns on a graph is the day the little Phono fairy dies. The most important reason for our return. Phonogram felt like unfinished business, while each volume stands alone. Knowing we were so close to giving a little closure to Emily, Cole and the rest was more than we could bear. After further delays while Gillen and McKelvie launched The Wicked plus The Divine, The Immaterial Girl was announced at the 2015 Image Expo as to be published in August 2015, with the last issue published in January 2016. Gillen has strongly implied there will be no further volumes beyond The Immaterial Girl in interviews and his work blog. However, he stated there would not be a third volume at the end of The Singles Club. Volume 1, Rue Britannia. The first volume was a 6-issue run, collected under the title, Rue Britannia, in keeping with the Britpop theme. The 6 individual issues and the collection had cover art based on album artwork from that era. At the end of each issue, and somewhat shortened in the trade paperback, the creators give a glossary of the more obscure phrases and pop culture references used, as well as musings on the history of Britpop and the influences on the book. Synopsis. Phonomancer David Cole has to save his Britpop goddess, Britannia, who is missing. Cursed by a goddess, he follows a series of leads and meets with other mancers, and spends time with a normal friend, kid with knife. He eventually locates Britannia. Volume 2, The Singles Club. Once more, a glossary is included in both the issues and the trade collection. The trade also includes the track list that is playing in the club scenes. The first print of issue 5 was recalled due to it having been printed with the barcode from issue 4. The second print corrected the error. Synopsis. Several phonomancers center on a club where magic is discouraged. Each issue focuses on a different phonomancer, with David Cole returning as a supporting character throughout. David's coven leader, Emily Astor, is the focus of one issue, wherein she struggles with her dual personality. Volume 3. The Immaterial Girl. The third volume, The Immaterial Girl, was announced in March 2012 for a 2012 publication, but due to the creators starting to work on Young Avengers, it was delayed until the second half of 2013. However, with the creators moving on to The Wicked plus The Divine in 2014, there were no further updates until 2015, when a publication of August 2015 was confirmed as a 6-issue run. As with the previous volumes, a glossary is included in both the issues and the trade collection. Synopsis. Continuing from the Astor-centric issue of The Singles Club, The Immaterial Girl is focused on coven leader Emily Astor's struggle with her dual personality and identity crisis, and was foreshadowed in issue 3 of Volume 1. Collected editions. The 3 limited series have been collected as trade paperbacks. Volume 1. Rue Britannia. 144 pages. Image Comics. June 2007. ISBN 1-58240-694-4. Volume 2. The Singles Club. 160 pages. Image Comics. December 2009. ISBN 1-60706-179-1. Volume 3. The Immaterial Girl. 168 pages. Image Comics. March 2016. ISBN 1-63215-679-2. Notes. Official website. Review of trade paperback. Comics Bulletin. Phonogram covers. Interviews. Magical music for the masses. Phonogram. Newsarama. July 2006. Alternate cover special. Phonogram interview. May 20, 2007.